Irashaimase. I am a Dullahan. I don't know. This should be the first VN episode where I am a new Dullahan. I didn't check my episodes either to see if I'm close to Halloween or not, so oof. Anyways, we are back in Kindred Spirits on the Roof. Last time, Megumi learned that she can possess people, and we were going around with her, I believe. And now we're on the next week. We're also in July finally, so that's nice. It's been a while since we've been in July. Because we did so much in June. So much happened in June, but now we're finally in July. Which is pretty POG, if you ask me. Alright, let's jump right into it. Summer Lilies 3. Sun. So, what I'm saying is, Yuri doesn't necessarily mean lesbians, you know? What are we starting off with today? In the classroom after school, there wasn't anything pressing I needed to help with today. Maki-san and Aihara-san were the same as usual. I go and check on them sometimes. They do seem a little distant lately, but I don't know why. I haven't been finding many opportunities to put our plan with Sugurimine-san in motion. Since I have some time on my hands, I'm staying behind in the classroom to chat about trivial things with Ano. Or that's what I thought we were going to do, but why am I getting a lecture on Yuri from Ano right now? How did this happen? Weren't we talking about classes and whether we want to get together to study before finals? I think two close girls holding hands while walking together is splendid, Yuri, already. In my business, you see, there's a deep, dark river that runs between Yuri and lesbians. Of course, there are people who can cross over too. Huh? How did that turn into this conversation? I can't remember anymore, and yeah, I really don't care. But what Ano's talking about right now, I'm a bit too involved in lately to totally ignore. Of course, Yuri's fiction is fun, because it's fiction. Actually, I'm having some non-fiction issues in that area. Should I just ask her about it? Well, it's just make-believe. You do that sometimes, right, Yuna? Huh? Make-believe? You think I have an imagination? Pfft. What's that? I don't think so. Huh. Just think about it a little. Come on. Oh, like, who do you think is more your type? Me or Hina-chan? Try thinking from there a little. Stop. I like Hina-chan though. What? No. No. Can I save? Yes, you can. Alright, we're gonna go to page 3. This is gonna be Ano, and this is gonna be Hina. Try the game. Ano maybe? Ano maybe? No way. But why? Because I don't need to hold back with you at all? Huh? You think that's a matter of types and stuff? Well, I can say anything I want to you, right? Whatever's on my mind. Oh, are you actually the Tachi type, Yuna? What's that supposed to mean? When you talk about two girls, the Tachi is like the seme, and the Neko is the Uke. Seme? Uke? We're starting from there? The Seme is like the male role, and the Uke is like the female. So I'm the man in the relationship? Well, you're pretty cool, Yuna. I don't get this at all. And while Ano and I are having that incomprehensible conversation, the door to the classroom opened, and Miyama-san stuck her head in. But we're gonna go back and load. Because I want to say I like Hina. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Hina, maybe? The true route, eh? You and Hina-chan really suit each other after all. I don't think I don't know how much we suit each other, but we have known each other since we were little. It's just natural for us to be together. I love Born. Through time, eh? Love? It's nothing like that. So who's the Tachi then? Who's the Neko? Normally Yuna would be the Tachi, right? I guess you could be switches. Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about, Ano. Oh, sorry, I guess a switch is a bit technical. Sorry, getting into the deep lore. I didn't get this stuff before that either. Ah, don't look at me like you're good looking at a huge dork. I'm not. I'm looking at you like a huge cock. That's not... What are you talking about? We're talking about Yuri. We're not talking about boys here. There should be no penises in this game. And while Ano and Aihara are the same class, so does that matter, I wonder? Ano, you here? Oh, it's Nana. I'm here. What's up? Hide me for a bit, would you? I'm in a bit of a pinch. What happened? Umi's after me. Ichiki-san? After Miyama-san? She's so annoying. I can't get any sleep. Can I rest a little here? Sure. Use this seat here. Oh no, that's my seat. Oh, it's fine. Where am I supposed to sit? Well, I don't mind, but... Sorry. Well, good night then. Miyama-san said, sitting down in a chair and laying her head down on my desk. With my seat taken, I moved over to the chair. of the girl next to me, who had already gone home. Sorry, Toomi-san. Oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. Umi's just... Miyama-san muttered quietly. Personally, I wish he'd pay a little more attention to Sasa. I was a little worried Anna might hear us, but she might seem to be rooting through her bag or something. So I've been trying to excuse myself a little more often. I see. On that rainy day in June when we tried to get Ichiki-san and Futano-san to go home together, that was when I realized that Miyama-san was aware of the Futano-san's feelings too. She told me herself. That was probably why she was telling me this now. I don't know why, but Umi's suddenly really worked up about the three of us being together. She's been chasing me around. Because of that, I can't get any sleep. With a little sigh, Miyama-san slumped down on her desk. It really looked like she was at her wit's end like that. Well, she was using my chair, but that wasn't a big deal. As long as she didn't fart on it. The bell signaled a campus-wide announcement rang as I considered my loss. Paging a student. Huh? Is that Ichiki-san's voice? Miyama Nene-san of second year class B. Miyama Nene-san of second year class B. Please come to the broadcasting room immediately. One more time. Miyama Nene-san of second year class B. Miyama Nene-san of second year class B. Ugh, she's using the broadcast system now? That summons had been from Miyama-san, and I would guess, no, I'm pretty sure it was Ichiki-san calling her. I was in agreement with Miyama-san. She's even using the broadcast system to call her. Miyama-san, what are you gonna do? This must mean she's pretty serious, huh? She'll probably find me hiding here. I guess I have no choice but to run. I see. Wow, Nina, you're like a wanted criminal. What did you do? I didn't do anything other than skipping club activities. Actually, maybe she deserved being paged like that then. Well, sorry to have bothered you. Good luck. Wink. Miyama-san said, tottering out of the classroom. Nina's got it rough too, huh? Yeah. Those three gonna be okay? I don't fucking know. You tell me, sweetie. You tell me, sweetheart. I don't know. Next. Summer Lilies 4. Wow, we're really paving the groundwork right now, aren't we? The last week or so, Sachi-san and Megumi have been taking turns checking on how Aihara-senpai and Maki-san are doing. Their observations revealed a few things. It seems something definitely happened between them. Sachi-san had said that they'd stopped going to their hideout around the end of June, and they apparently yet to go there once during July. Despite that, my game is lagging weirdly enough that they're still working every day after school, doing the task and finding their way to Aihara-senpai. And from what Sachi-san and Megumi have seen, they've been acting distant. Their conversations have lost their cheer they used to have. Maki-san in particular has gotten much quieter, according to them. Aihara-senpai isn't really the type to chat while she works, so they've been carrying on in silence. Though Maki-san's still doing her best to help Aihara-senpai with her work, that hasn't changed. They realized one other thing too. Even more work than usual is being left to Aihara-senpai lately. I also see the two of them a lot when I walk around the school. They're always occupied with one matter or the other. They do seem to be busier than lately, but they're doing chores that are clearly just busy work, like taking out the trash from classrooms or collecting homework to return to teachers. That must mean they're not doing stuff for the beautification committee, though Aihara-senpai is always taking on that sort of work too, I think. It's been a while since Maki-san started helping her. She seems to be getting better and better at it. They're able to get more work done now, and in turn, more work is often coming to them. It's a vicious cycle, I guess. That hasn't stopped them from completing their requests, though. Megumi has said it was actually a little scary since they do the work so quietly. I don't think they're avoiding their hideout just because they're busier now. It's like they're avoiding being alone together there. Neither of them ever suggest taking a break, Sachi-san said. I don't think Maki-san's feeling for Aihara-senpai have changed. Very quiet. Turning I'm turning up the music volume because it was feeling very awkward. And I don't think Aihara-senpai hates Maki-san now or wants the situation to stay like this either. But something must have happened, something that created this distance between the two of them. I read Maki-chan's heart a little, actually. She's hesitating about something. It came through very clearly that she isn't sure what to do. And somewhere deeper, she is feeling betrayed by Maki-chan, and Maki-chan hasn't understood her feelings. Despite this, she seems to be hoping for something from Maki-chan. All those aspects of her are entwined together. So she doesn't know what to do right now, she's just wrapped up in her work. So the problem is Aihara-senpai? Aihara-senpai? I might have been Aihara-senpai? It'd probably be fastest just to ask her about it directly, but I can't exactly do that, can I? We're barely acquainted. What should I do? There's one more piece of information I've gotten from watching Aihara-senpai and Maki-san. It was something I happened to overhear near a third-year classroom while I was looking for the two of them. What? No, this stuff is so boring. Let's get Aihara-senpai to do it. Like always, she'll be happy to. Those words. I hadn't intended to hear them, but the moment I did, I felt a stab of pain in my heart. Oh, she's being taken advantage of because she's so nice. Don't tell me that was the whole section. Okay. Oh, I realized why I turned the music down. Oops. It's so loud. Just that earlier section felt so awkward. This one. Do you need any help? I can't help asking her. Aihara-senpai, when I found her in an errand building classroom after school. Huh? Aihara-senpai is alone today. Megumi told me that Maki-san had gone home early. It's not clear why. Did she have something else to take care of? Senpai was in the middle of some work she'd gotten from someone, like always. She has piles of printouts stacked up on a desk and seems to be taking one sheet from each pile and stapling them together. I assumed a teacher asked her to do this. Oh, Jesus Christ, Sachi! Fuck! Satake-sensei, the social studies teacher, asked her. They're handouts for her class. Oh, Sachi-san's here. I would have peed my pants. If only. That information is helpful, though, since it seems like Aihara-senpai was surprised that I suddenly called out to her like that. Well... Oh, my name is Toomi. I'm a second year. Satake-sensei asked me to help you out. Is that right? It's alright though, I'll be done with this in no time. It really doesn't look like that to me. Oh, don't worry about it. I wasn't doing anything. It'll be quicker if we do it together. Really? In that case, could you help me out for a bit? Of course. From what I could tell, she was assembling 10 sheets in order and stapling them. Nothing complicated. I imagined the task in my head and asked myself if there was a way to do it more efficiently. Should we start by putting them all together first? Yeah, that sounds good. Then let's stack them in order on the desk. Right. I was confident nobody would be using the classroom, so we spread the papers over every desk we needed. This is for a first year class, isn't it? Seems like it. Aihara-senpai's a third year. I'm a second year. We were both putting together printouts for a class that we had nothing to do with. I ad-libbed that, I'm sorry. I picked up sheets from the stacks we had lined up, put them together and stacked them alternating vertical and horizontal so we wouldn't get them mixed together. I silently went down the row of papers on the desks. How many staplers do you have? Huh? Oh, only the one. Want to start stapling them, senpai? I can finish the rest of the stacks. Sure. I just liked hearing the stapling sounds. We returned to silence, only the sound of Aihara-senpai's stapler snapping through the quiet. But we were able to work faster for all the chatting we weren't doing. The pile of completed bundles grew higher and higher. There might have been 3 whole classes worth. It looked like more than 100 handouts in all. Man, I don't know if this is just an anime thing or if it happens actually in real life. I don't know about 2024, but this was back in 2014, 2016. They use so much paper. Why are they using always so much paper? Like, cut it down. But then when I think about like when I was in high school, I guess I used a lot of paper too, you know? Paper, paper, paper. There's so much fucking paper. It didn't take even an hour. We worked, barely speaking until the printouts were done. This is all of them. Yep, looks like it. There are a few pages left over, but I'd guess that's just because there are uneven amounts of them printed. Aihara-senpai thanked me as she collected the leftovers. Thank you. It was Toomi-san, right? They went pretty quickly. No problem. That would have been a lot of work for you to do on your own, though. You might be right. I appreciate the help. Come to think of it, you've helped me out once before, right, Toomi-san? Yes, it was last year, and you were helping me, Aihara-senpai? Was it? Was I? You were very efficient today, though, Toomi-san. That's why I remembered. Is that so? Honestly, I was surprised Aihara-senpai remembered that time. As well as me, too. We didn't talk much back then, either. And I'm not a famous person like Senpai or anything. I remembered you too, Senpai. You were a lot of help back then. And? You're quite famous, Aihara-senpai. Oh? You think so? Yes, you're always doing stuff like this after school, right? I see you around the campus a lot. Is that right? I'm a little embarrassed. Aihara-senpai said, smiling. It was a bit of a bitter smile, and seeing it seemed to prick the stab into my heart for some reason. We just need to bring those to I want to say Shiitake, but that's not her name. Satake-sensei, right? I'll take them over. I wanted to get away from Senpai as soon as I could. Oh, it's too much to carry on your own. There's a lot of work getting it all here. I'll help you. But... I felt like I was going to say something if I stayed. Like I would have to say something. This isn't something you should have to do, is it, Aihara-senpai? Huh? Even I was surprised by the words coming out from my mouth, and... These are for first year classes, right? This has nothing to do with you, senpai. I was regretting it somewhere in my head, thinking I had to hurry and shut my mouth, but... This is just busy work, isn't it? Why? I knew I shouldn't, but... Why do you have to do this, senpai? I couldn't stop myself. I'm sorry. Was it too much work helping me? No, not at all. I just want to know. Why do you do all this work for so many people every day, senpai? I understand the work you do for the beautification committee, but you get all this work that has nothing to do with you that pushed onto you. Isn't it strange to you? Don't you ask yourself, why is it you who has to do all these things? They're things they should be able to ask other people to help with, or just do for themselves. But everyone asks you because you always agree. They rely on you, and they push even simple things onto you. Don't you think you're being a little used? Um, wow, I didn't need a truth bomb right now, Toomi-san. Well, you're getting one. Wow. I said it. I hadn't intended to say all that, and I hadn't wanted to either. But I couldn't stop myself once the words started tumbling out of my mouth. I couldn't forget the words I'd heard from those girls. Girls whose names and faces I didn't know. Girls pushing works onto senpai as a matter of convenience. I hadn't said, but I didn't say anything. She simply made a troubled face like she was trying to think of what to say. I'm sure senpai understands all of this. It's not as if everyone's asking senpai to do work just because they didn't want to do it themselves. It's not as if everyone's pushing those tasks onto her. There are people who appreciate the help senpai gives them and the work she does for them. I'm sure she saved a lot of people from real trouble. But I'm sure there are a lot of people taking advantage of her kindness, and that shit I just can't handle. I think senpai understands that she's been taken advantage of. That's because she accepts everything. People will push unnecessary work onto her. But isn't it hard for her? If she understands that, isn't it painful? The thing is, senpai's voice was quiet. She sounded almost calm. I know that sort of thing does happen on occasion. She didn't rebuke me. I'm sure I don't want it to be of help to people or anything like that. I don't want people to get upset if I turn them down. I don't want people to think of me as cold-hearted or anything. It's just that I don't want to betray people's expectations, I think. I don't necessarily want to be praised by people for helping them. I just don't want them to think badly of me for turning them down. I think that's why I just can't say no. Because of this, I feel like I shouldn't say anything to people who take advantage of me. Aihara-senpai's word pierced my heart, stinging, even though I was the one who brought it up in the first place. Something was bubbling up in me, and I was trying to push it down. This time it was something I really couldn't say. I couldn't. I don't think what you're saying is wrong, Toomi-san, but I can't help accepting them. I just can't turn them down. I think about it sometimes. Not what you said about why I'm the one doing all this, but that I wish someone would understand why I accept these requests. I know it's a selfish thought, but I've wanted someone to ask me why. I don't want them to praise me or tell me that I'm wrong, just I want them to ask. I think that sometimes. But I couldn't stop myself. I don't think Aihara-senpai wanted me to say it. I don't think she wanted me to say anything. I knew that, but they won't understand what you're thinking if you don't say anything, and you won't understand what they're thinking either. If you don't say anything, if you don't tell them, nothing will change. I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't want to be there anymore. I didn't want to speak to Aihara-senpai anymore. I was fed up with myself and it hurt. I picked up the stack of printouts. It was heavy. Really heavy, but I gritted my teeth and lifted. My teeth, sorry, not my teeth. I would handle it somehow. It's not going to be easier if you never say anything. I muttered and left the classroom, trying to stagger under the weight of the printouts. I left Aihara-senpai there. For her to reflect on her shitty actions, even though she's a really good, nice, cute person, apparently. I'm Enoki Sachi for some reason. Oh, Yuna-san. I was in the hallway in the inner building and in front of a classroom, the classroom that Yuna-san and Miki-chan had been working in 10 minutes earlier. Yuna-san had returned after delivering the printouts. She seemed anxious, like I expected. If you're worried about Miki-chan, she left a little bit after you did, Yuna-san. I see. She cleaned everything up too. Right. Yuna-san glanced in, confirming that the desks had moved, or back in the original position, and then the stationery was sorted away. I was surprised that she worried about that sort of thing, that she would come back after leaving a classroom in such a fashion. She truly is a responsible girl. In that fashion, yes. Are we talking about Yuna or Miki? I don't know who we're talking about right now. I was listening to Yuna-san's conversation with Miki-chan. A conversation that shed some light on what was both in their hearts. I saw Yuna-san leave the classroom first, barely able to carry all the papers she was holding, and still trying to move as quickly as possible. Miki-chan, who she left behind, sat in thought for a while, but soon tidied everything up and left the Hoshikan building. I don't think either of them said everything they wanted to say, and it didn't seem like it had light in either of their burdens. In fact, Yuna-san's heart seemed to have only grown heavier. After glancing into the classroom, she turned to the window and looked out from it. merely staring outside. You lonely little bitch. Sorry, that was probably kind of mean. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry, Yuna. I like you. I think you're cute. Girls are just cute, you know? Yuna-san. I didn't want to bother her, but I sat beside her. I don't think she missed my presence there. But she didn't say anything. She didn't look away from the window. I called her name but received no response, though it didn't seem to be a rejection. What could I do? The best thing would be to come up with something tactful to say, but no words came to mind. Instead, I asked her. You didn't want to say those things to her, did you? What was I thinking? I don't think Yuna-san meant to criticize Miki-chan. I believe that, so I won't scold her. I just hoped that Yuna-san would be able to collect herself somewhat by replying to me. No. Yuna-san said, shaking her head. Why'd I say that all to her? There was no point in telling her all those things. Perhaps, but you couldn't bear leaving it unsaid, could you? Maybe I just... Whenever I took... Look, it's Aihara-senpai. Why do I don't know the answer to that either. I could feel the regret weighing down Yuna-san's heart. That's the same thing that was in Miki-chan's heart in the classroom after Yuna-san left. There was regret in her heart too, but Miki-chan's had cleared up a little by the time she left the classroom. It seemed like she'd realized something during her conversation with Yuna-san. They had both spit out words that they hadn't intended to say. When they freed them, it was as if both ventured into deep places into their hearts. Miki-chan found something there. What about you, Yuna-san? Do you think you'll find something too? I think. I can understand Miki-chan's feeling. I think everyone shares that desire to have others think well of them. Killing yourself, worrying over something like that might be wrong, but acknowledging the weakness of yours, accepting it, and overcoming it is a pretty difficult thing, I think. I doubt it's something just anyone can do. Right. I think that's true. I think you understand that too, Yuna-san. But you couldn't stop yourself. Why? Perhaps because there's something similar in you. A weak part of you, something everyone has. Miki-chan might be feeling a little bit better after talking with you, Yuna-san. Huh? When she left after you, she was looking a little cheerful. Why? After I said those things to her? I mean, you didn't say anything mean or anything, though. Well, Miki-chan did answer your words with her words of her own, Yuna-san. She may have come to some conclusion by doing that. You think so? There are times when you saying what you need to say can clear your mind. I'm sure the same could happen to you, Yuna-san. To me? Yes. Your heart grows heavy from words. You want to say, but can't, doesn't it? You feel weighed down, don't you? Freeing your thoughts might lighten the burden you carry. If you're alright with it, I'd listen. Are you falling in love with me? I won't tell anyone, of course. Not even Megumi. And I'm a ghost, so I can't tell anyone else, but I can listen. If it'll make your heart lighter, Yuna-san, would you tell me? I won't force you to, of course. Only if you tell me. Only if you want to tell me. If you want me to listen. I always knew that there was something caught in your heart. That it might have been the reason you ate lunch alone on the roof. That it might be the reason you were so unenthusiastic about helping us that first time we asked. I wonder if there's really some other Yuna-san hiding in there. I see glimpses of her sometimes, but then she pushes it back down. The real you is scared to show yourself. I understand that feeling very well, because revealing your true self is frightening. Thank you, Sachi-san, but I don't need to right now. I see. It's difficult, but I hope you'll be there for me. I hope you'll be there if I do want to tell you. Of course. If I don't pass on, Yuna-san is strong, just as I thought. She continued staring outside, but now looked a little more steady. For better or for worse, that something was again being pushed down into her heart. It seemed like the pain she'd been feeling when talking to Miki-san had disappeared, replaced by acceptance. I'm a little disappointed, but that's so like you, Yuna-san. It's like me? Yes, you're very level-headed. That's not true. I don't have anything to say, but I think I feel a lot better because of you, Sachi-san. You want a kiss? Oh, really? Yes, you're really mature, Sachi-san. You're always so calm. I feel like I can relax around you. That's why talking to you helped me calm down. Sometimes I feel really impressed. Impressed? I'm a little happy to learn that Yuna-san thinks of me that way. I'm happy, but... Well, I'm gonna head home for today. Oh? Very well. Take care. Right, see you tomorrow then. Yeah, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Oh, I'm a ghost. I'm a little bit of a ghost. I disappeared cause I'm a ghost. Meow, meow, meow. I'm really hoping this is a CG because I haven't taken any screenshots. After giving me a little bow of her head, Yuna walked off toward the Hoshikan building. I saw her off, and then I couldn't see her anymore. Mature, calm, and she can relax around me, huh? She thinks so highly of me, when really, I'm a coward that goes full of regrets and nothing but lies. It's okay, you're a ghost, you can have lies. Unless that's what's keeping you here, then maybe you shouldn't lie. Maybe you shouldn't lie. You think you shouldn't lie? Alright, is this part 5? Alright, guess what? We're gonna do part 5 in the next time we play Kindred Spirits on the Roof. So I think tomorrow, if you're watching this, I'm gonna do a Halloween special episode, and then the day after that will be the next episode of Kindred Spirits on the Roof. So I don't know what I'm gonna play. I probably do by the time this comes out, but as of right now I don't. Cause I'm still in the middle of moving, but I might just do a stream actually. I don't really know. If there's a stream tomorrow, look forward to it, but look forward to some type of Halloween sponsored stream tomorrow or themed stream. Stream or a video, let's play. God, who am I? Anyways, please comment down below if there's anything you believe I can work on, and if not, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.